Good morning everybody, I am Sridhar Reddy. Today my topic is electrochemical cell. So what is the electrochemical cell? What is the use of the electrochemical cell? Here you take a cell in which both oxidation and reduction takes place simultaneously and produces the electricity. Those cells are called as the electrochemical cell. In the last video I was given redox reaction and types of the redox reaction. What are the redox reactions? A reaction in which both oxidation and reduction takes place simultaneously. Those reactions are called as the redox reactions. So electrochemical cell is nothing but the chemical reaction or cell in which both oxidation and reduction takes place simultaneously and it produces the electricity, and those cells are called as the electrochemical cell immediately. What are the examples for the electrochemical cell? So best three examples are there. One is called as the galvanic cell, Daniell cell, voltaic cell. These are the examples for the electrochemical cell where we are discussing galvanic cell. Galvanic cell. All the galvanic cell, Daniell cell, voltaic cell, nearly they will have the same configuration, same distribution you will get. So now we will discuss the galvanic cell, which is important for the first year as well as the second year also. Same question arises in the first year and the second year. So what is the galvanic cell? How galvanic cell is constructed? Let us see here. Galvanic cell is consisting of the two half cells in which, like these two half cells, in which zinc is placed in the zinc sulfate solution. So this is a zinc rod which is placed in the zinc sulfate solution, and the second cell, copper is placed in the copper sulfate solution. Copper is placed in the copper sulfate solution. Come on here once again. Galvanic cell or Daniell cell, voltaic cell, if you observe, they consisting of the two half cells in which zinc is placed in the zinc sulfate, in another cell copper is placed in the copper sulfate solution, and these zinc rod and copper rod are connected through the external wire through the ammeter. So these two rods are connected through the external wire, and this wire is consisting of the ammeter. Already we are very familiar what is the use of the ammeter. Ammeter measures the how much electricity produced during this process. So ammeter is useful to calculate the electricity produced in this process. Already we are very familiar. Electrochemical cell nothing but it produces the electricity. How much electricity is produced can be obtained by using the ammeter, which are connected. Zinc and the copper, they are connected through the wire. In between the wire we have the ammeter immediately. These two half cells are connected through the U-shaped glass tube. Come on here, like this. U-shaped glass tube. Zinc sulfate are this half cell, and second half cell which is connected with the U-shaped glass tube. And this U-shaped glass tube is consisting of, is filled with the ammonium nitrate, potassium nitrate, and agar jelly. Nothing but it is the mixture of the component you are having. The mixture is consisting of the ammonium nitrate, potassium nitrate, and agar jelly, and this mixture is placed in the U-shaped glass tube which connects the two half cells. And what is the use of this salt bridge? It is also called the salt bridge. He asks you two marks question. What is the use of the salt bridge, or what is the use of the U-shaped glass tube? The salt bridge prevents the mixing of the solution. The solution does not move from the one cell to another cell, but it allows the passage of the ions. The ions may move from one cell to copper plus comes here, sulfate comes here, but the two solution cannot mixes with each other. That's why the use of the salt bridge, if you observe, salt bridge prevents the mixing of the solution but allows the passage of the ions. And this is the construction of the electrochemical cell, that is called the galvanic cell. Once again we will take galvanic cell is consisting of the two half cells in which zinc is placed in the zinc sulfate and copper is placed in the copper sulfate. Zinc rod and copper rod is connected through the external wire with the ammeter, and the use of the ammeter is, it is useful to calculate the how much electricity produced during this process. and these two off cells are connected with the U-shaped glass tube which is called the salt bridge, and this U-shaped glass tube is mixed with the ammonium nitrate, potassium nitrate and agar jelly. The importance of the salt bridge, if you observe, it allows the passage of the ions but it stops the mixing of the solution. So this is the important features of this one. Immediately whenever you passes the alternative current, up to 5000 to 500, immediately what happen during this process? Immediately the reaction takes place. Ultimately these are the reaction takes place. Zinc rod you are having here, this zinc rod which undergoes the oxidation and converts into the zinc plus 2 and 2 electron. Zinc loses the 2 electron and converts into the zinc plus 2, losing of 2 electron. Already we are very familiar. Oxidation state of the zinc is 0. Oxidation state is now it is the plus 2. 0 to plus 2 nothing but oxidation state is increased. Increasing oxidation state, that reaction is called as the oxidizing reaction. So nothing but zinc undergoes the oxidation and converts into the zinc plus 2. Immediately the 2 electron which are obtained, this zinc undergoes the oxidation and converts into zinc plus 2. This 2 electron migrates through the zinc rod to the copper rod, where you are having this copper sulfate solution, nothing but you will get copper plus 2 ions, sulfate SO4 minus 2 ion. These 2 electron migrates from the external wire and enters into the zinc copper rod to the copper sulfate solution. Immediately the copper plus 2 which are present in the solution, not copper rod, copper plus 2 which is present in the solution. How we can say? Copper sulfate nothing but copper plus 2, sulfate minus 2. These electron comes from here. Immediately this copper plus 2 which are present in the solution reacts with the 2 electron and converts into the copper. Now copper plus 2, oxidation state is plus 2, copper oxidation state is 0, plus 2 to 0 nothing but it undergoes the reduction, because decreasing in the oxidation state is called as the reduction reaction. Nothing but zinc undergoes the oxidation, copper plus 2 undergoes the reduction. Ultimately two reactions are taking place, oxidation and reduction. Ultimately what you have to produce? Electricity must be produced. How the electricity is produced? Nothing but this 2 electron is migrated from the zinc rod to the copper sulfate solution through the external wire. Migration of electron, movement of electron which produces the electricity, which can be measured by using the ammeter. Ultimately the net reaction in the galvanic cell, if you observe, these 2 electron get cancelled. Here you take zinc plus copper plus 2 converts into the zinc plus 2 and the copper, and this is the reaction takes place during the galvanic cell or electrochemical cell. Zinc undergoes the oxidation, copper undergoes the reduction. With the help of the 2 electron migrates from the zinc to the copper sulfate solution. Ultimately the movement of electron takes place, electricity is produced. This is the oxidation reaction, this is the reduction reaction. Both reaction takes place simultaneously. Not only this, electricity is produced. That's why the cell is called as the electrochemical cell. Simply once again we will take what is the electrochemical cell, important for the first year as well as the second year. A cell in which both oxidation and reduction takes place simultaneously and produces the electricity is called as the electrochemical cell. Best example is the galvanic cell, which is consisting of the 2 off cells, in which zinc is placed in the zinc sulfate, copper is placed in the copper sulfate. Zinc rod and copper rod is connected to the external wire to the ammeter. These 2 off cells are connected with the salt bridge, which is consisting of the ammonium nitrate, potassium nitrate and agar mixture you are having, and which allows the passage of the ion, but it prevents the mixing of the solution by the passage of the electricity. Zinc undergoes the oxidation, copper undergoes the reduction. Ultimately it produces the electricity. Thank you.